Taxpayers are owed hundreds of millions of dollars all across the state of Florida, and there's no good reason why local government is not doing a more effective job of collecting that money. I'm going to illustrate that point by pointing to a couple of articles here, beginning with this one, and it's in Manatee County. So look at the date on there. It's really recent. It's in August, and it describes how they finally went and looked, and lo and behold, $23 million was owed to the residents of Manatee County. This article could be reported and repeated over and over again in cities and counties all across the state of Florida. It describes how in this particular one, we got a parcel value that skyrocketed from $194,000 to $459,000 in 23. But there's a $1,400,000 lien on that property. Look, I'm sure there's some reason for it, some excuse that the property owner is going to give. But the bottom line is this, and in this article repeats exactly what the code enforcement officer says. Failure to comply will result in recording of a lien, and your property would be foreclosed to collect that lien. There's just no reason why local government are not taking a more active enforcement role to collect that. Now, again, you can be thoughtful about how that goes about being collected, but the bottom line is this. You need to collect on these 25% of values that are not collected. Over and over again, these stories are reported in local government newspapers or local newspapers, and for reasons that make no sense whatsoever. I've been at this for almost 10 years, and I've heard every potential reason that exists, but there's no good reason. Here's another article right here. This one is Orange County. Orange County property racks up more than $90,000 in code violations. Now, if you were living next door to this particular property, would you not look at that and say, damn it, I don't want to stare at this every day? And the explanation is you shouldn't have to stare at this every day. We have a system in this state in ugly examples like this, where somebody has been given their due process, they've been brought in front of the code board, they've been told correct the problem or face violations, they just decide that they don't. It is disrespectful to the community. It's disrespectful to the owners and the neighbors nearby. And local government, frankly, has a duty and an obligation to do something about this property, bring them in front of a judge. A judge will enforce the penalty and force them to collect it. So the end product, the call to action here is, if you're a neighbor staring at that, if you're a citizen that cares about your community and you want a place for your own kids to come and live, I guarantee you there are vacant lots throughout the community that if local government would merely do something about it, the vacant lot, the abandoned property could be brought into the property rolls, could be sold to a next door neighbor, millions of dollars could be collected, and that's just responsible local government. So the call to action is this: if you're looking at vacant property, if you're looking at blighted property like this one here, get in front of city council, get in front of county council and say to them, why are we not doing anything to collect this? There's no good reason why we're not. There's going to be a movement all across the state that says to us, we're going to collect this money, we're going to engage in effective, active code enforcement.